Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadguruntam Namami. Nithyanandam, everybody. We welcome each and every one of you for the celebration of the 45th Avatara Dinotsava of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Before we enter into the session today, a few security measures from KAILASA's National Security Agency. Photography, video and audio recording of any kind is strictly prohibited. And please be on mute and be on camera. If you need to step out due to some unavoidable situation, please inform the digital security officer. A few important cautions. Let us now learn about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the 45th Avatara Dinotsava, the 45 years of the advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on planet Earth, and the various contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, of his tireless life for the sake of humanity and the raising the superconsciousness of the entire world. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of KAILASA, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities for the humanity.
The coronation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam. Before 1981, identified as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism, initiated into Bhala Sannyas and Chaturmasya, started at the age of 3 years old. In 1998, he was coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam Pontiff of Tonde Mandaladinam, the oldest monastery university. 1994, successor of the Arunachala Sarvagnapeetham by the Guru Parampara. In 1999, founded the mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive Kailasa internationally. And in 1999 as well, coronated as the successor as the Kashi Sarvagnapeetha.
Here we're looking at the Guru Parampara, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the successor of the Arunachala Sarvagnapeetham at the age of 16, starting with Yogi Yogananda Puri, followed by Isaki Swamigal, then by Mata Vibhudananda Puri, and currently the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Here is a glimpse into the time when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive Kailasa internationally at the age of 21 in 1999. This is the glimpse from being coronated as a successor of the Kashi Sarvagnapeetham at the age of 21. In 2002, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetham on 4th of November. And on 1st of November 2004, he was declared as a successor of the Bhagyanagara, the Sripura Sarvagnapeetham. And on 31st of December 2004, he was declared as the incumbent emperor of the Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam. Here we are witnessing the ceremony of laying the first brick of the Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetham, which stands today as the eastern headquarters of Kailasa. This is the celebration and the ceremony when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the successor of the Bhagyanagara, the Sripura Sarvagnapeetham. What we are looking at here is the royal lineage of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam, of which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the reigning emperor.
The coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on 2007, reviver of the Adi Pallava Sarvagnapeetham. Again in 2007, he was also declared as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvaniya Khada. And in 2012, on the 27th of April, he was coronated as 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shyamala Pita Sarvagnapeetham, the oldest Hindu papal state and the monastic kingdom. Reviver of the Adi Pallava Sarvagnapeetham at the age of 29 in 2007. We can see the pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Present. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, Pontiff of the Kailasonata Shyamala Pita Sarvagnapeetham. He was coronated. Here we can see some pictures of the coronation ceremonies and the rituals performed for this coronation.
On 2013, he was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar, which is the supreme spiritual head of the Mahanirvani Akhada, which is the largest monastic order, and he was also the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. In 2013, he was also declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Athalakada, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism, by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukadevanandaji, the then incumbent spiritual head. And in 2014, he was coronated as the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Tanjavur Adinam. What we are looking at here is when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akhada. He is also the youngest Mahamandaleshwar to have been coronated and received the title of Mahamandaleshwar at the age of 36. This is a glimpse from when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Tanjavur Adinam. In 2014, he was coronated as the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Tiruvarur Adinam, followed by being coronated as Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Vedaranyam Adinam and Panchanadikulam in the same year. What we are looking at here is the lineage of the gurus of the Tiruvarur Adinam. This is the Guru Parampara, the lineage of gurus of the Vedaranyam Adinam.
In 2015, he was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, followed by the coronation as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Adipita Koladamata. He was also elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders, pontiffs of Hinduism.
Here we're looking at the lineage of the Swargapuram Adinam, starting with Srila Sri Aragya Tiruchittrambala Desigar, followed by Srila Sri Vaidyalinga Desigar, and the predecessor of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Srila Sri Dandapani Desigar, and the current emperor, the current Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Here is a glimpse into the coronation ceremony when the predecessor of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism coronated the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Adipita Koladamata at the age of 37. Here we are looking at the event when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was elected as a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by the congregation of over 1,000 Hindu pontiffs and leaders at the age of 36 in 2016. Let us now look at some of the global initiatives of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Over 26 years of relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies.
He authored 300 books and more than 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies, books, and articles sold, read, and downloaded worldwide. He established the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. Over 10,000 hours of discourses and over 1 billion views on social media platforms. Revered as the most prolific and most viewed guru in the digital world, read and watched by 1 billion plus followers in Hinduism.
The Sri KAILASA is also the world's greatest digital Hindu nation with over 1 billion views. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also respected as the commentator of all the sacred scriptures such as the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, etc. He is also honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded and internationally recognized Hindu leader. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. the Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and the Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and the Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give a superconscious breakthrough to the entire humanity.
Establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world with satellite campuses in over 150 countries. He is also the establisher of more than 1,000 Kailasas enlightened ecosystem worldwide. He is the founder and reviver of over 1,000 Sarvajñapithams.
The next, we are going to be looking at Kailasa's news and events after a short break. We request all the viewers to stay tuned.
Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
Nithyanandam, everybody, welcome back. Let us look at some of the news and events from Kailasa. January 3rd, 2022 marked the grand narrative of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's 45th birthday. 31 cities worldwide celebrated Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day, and the following dignitaries were present on the auspicious occasion of Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day. Shri Neil Patel ji, candidate for the Republican primaries for Ohio Senate from Columbus, Ohio. Shri Davendranath Tanku, Member of Parliament for Oroposh West in Trinidad and Tobago, and the Chairman of the United National Congress Party. His Holiness Jagat Guru Dilip Ji Maharaj, the Hindu monk and NGO representative to the UN, the spiritual guru and the interfaith minister in New York, USA, a world-renowned yogi and an interfaith minister from Tripunitra, erstwhile the capital of Cochin Kingdom in Kerala, India. His interfaith family is an ancient and well-respected for its knowledge of yoga, Vedanta, universal spirituality, Kalaripaitu, which is the origin of martial arts, Ayurveda, and other natural self-healing systems, Sanskrit, literature, art, social and cultural activities, and interfaith teachings for peace and harmony. His Excellency Ambassador Anthony G. Hilton, Member of Parliament in Jamaica. He serves as the Member of Parliament and is currently the leader of opposition business in the House as well as the Shadow Minister of Industry, Investment and Global Logistics. He has served as the Deputy Chairman of the People's National Party.
Reviving the enlightened civilization is a survival need human beings have lived in an unconscious way and destroyed everything around us, especially in the last 100 years. The deforestation, the damage we caused to the environment, and the collective negativity we increased is unimaginable. We are going too fast towards destroying the only home we have, planet Earth. So, enlightenment, conscious-centric lifestyle, reviving the enlightened civilization is no more a luxury, it is a survival need. In every level, it is time we bring a conscious-centric policies, enlightenment-centric ideas, non-violence, and coexistence-centric values. Hinduism very clearly declares Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. The ultimate natural cosmic law, Dharma, is non-violence. We bring non-violence in our plate to our decision and policies in the personal level or societal level or towards other nations or planet Earth. If this generation human beings wake up, we are going to leave a better planet Earth for the next generation. If we don't, I don't want to say what will be the result, because there will not be anything left. If we don't wake up to consciousness-centric values, the enlightened civilizational policies, values, non-violence-centric principles and ideas, the collective negativity which we already triggered is not going to let us live on planet Earth, the only home we have as of now. So, we, all conscious human beings, have the responsibility to unite all the nations to revive ethical environmentalism. We have to unite all the nations for consciousness studies and practices. We have to unite all the nations to preserve, teach, live the ancient enlightened sciences. We have to bring enlightenment-centric policies, principles immediately to protect the environment, to bring gender equality, to bring real health, not to use human beings as the resources for the pharmaceutical industry. We should focus more and more on bringing life positivity in every level.
KAILASA, the only surviving ancient enlightened Hindu civilization, is working intensely, sincerely, uniting all the nations recognized by the UN and unrecognized nations, civilizations, ethnic groups, matriarchal civilizations, the whole humanity, for reviving the consciousness-based enlightened civilization. KAILASA is the first nation for all Hindus, and by the grace of Paramashiva, we do have a sovereign territory in more than one place for KAILASA. And in a few countries, kind of autonomous, semi-sovereign small islands were given to us. And diplomatic relationships is established with a few dozen countries, and many countries have established the sister city agreements, the embassy relationships, spiritual embassy relationships, and many other levels of recognition and diplomatic tie-ups. KAILASA is more of a civilizational nation. Every awakened human being's heart is the territory of KAILASA. KAILASA commits to do its responsibility to spread the Enlightenment sciences and to revive the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation for the sake of humanity. Let us look at some of the upcoming special darshans. On 13th Jan 2022, we have the Vaikunta Ekadashi, the Vaikundavasana Darshan. The Vaikunta Ekadashi is one of the most important and auspicious days for the devotees of Lord Vishnu, and it is dedicated to Lord Venkateshwara. On this auspicious day, Lord Venkateshwara assures his devotees liberation in both the inner and the outer world. The significance of the Vaikunta Ekadashi is mentioned in the Padma Purana. Join us for this special darshan of Vaikundavasana Darshan, the door to experience the enlightenment space of Vaikunta. And as we all know, we are all celebrating the 45th years of the advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The celebrations, which began on 16th of December 2021 and will be ending today, which is the 8th of January 2022. The sovereign state of Sri KAILASA cordially invites every one of you for the celebration of the 45 years of the advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Some of the important announcements from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and commendation letters and letters of recognition that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has received. As we saw in the previous slides, over 31 cities have proclaimed January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day. One of them is Mayor Paul E. Coogan of the city of Fall River, Massachusetts, conferring January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day. Mayor Lee Harris of the Shelby County, Tennessee also confers January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day. Member of the Legislative Assembly, Magadi Assembly Constituency of Karnataka, A. Manjunath confers a proclamation and proclaims January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day.
Mayor Williams C. Dutch of Concord, North Carolina, confirms the proclamation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to be, again, the January 3rd as the Incarnation Day of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Honorable Mark D. Saulnier, U.S. Congressman representing the 11th Congressional District of California, confirms again this January 3rd as the Nithyananda Day. Letter of appreciation from Mr. Supujun Lal Bihari, General Secretary of the Mauritius Sanatana Dharma Temple Federation, Mauritius, conferred to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the sovereign state of Sri KAILASA, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
We have another proclamation from Mayor Aquanetta Warren, Mayor Pro Tem Peter A. Garcia, and the council members of the city of Fontana, conferring January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Day and joining the celebrations of the 45th Jayanti of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Mayor H. William Mudds of the city of Lakeland, Florida, also confers January 3rd, 2022 as the HDH Nithyananda Day. Mayor J. Allen Jones of the city of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, also proclaims January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day. Mayor Sammy Phillips of the city of Jacksonville, North Carolina, proclaims January 3rd, 2022 as the Kailasa's HDH Day, as thereby honoring the 45th celebration of the revival of the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the first nation for Hindus. Mayor Krista Bernasconi of the city of Roseville also proclaims January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day. Mayor Carlin K. Riggle of the city of Delaware, Ohio, also confers a proclamation proclaiming January 3rd, 2022 as the Incarnation Day of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day. Mayor Carlin K. Riggle also thanks the local members of the Nithyanandeshwara Hindu Temple, Ohio, for their continuing outreach and the support of the city of Delaware. Mayor John David Smith, the junior mayor of the city of Winchester, Virginia, proclaims January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Day.
A commendation letter from the national president of the 10 India Sanmarga Ikya Sangam in Fiji, Sri Sadashivan Naikar, in honor of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We have here another proclamation letter from Mayor Donald R. Sadler in the city of Washington, North Carolina, Hinduism. Let us now enter into the next segment of this event, the glimpses of the glorious past on the 8th of January. So in this segment, we'll be going through the various forms of activity and contributions that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been offering to the world since he started his public life on this very day. So we'll be jumping into this segment after a short break, inviting you to stay tuned. We'll be right back.
itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
Nithyananda, everybody, welcome back. And let us now go through the glimpses of the glorious past on this beautiful day of January 8th.
So starting in the year 2005 on the 8th of January, we have a quick, this video is an excerpt from the Atmas Purana convention conducted by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in Bididi, Bangalore, India. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gives simple yet powerful solutions on various topics and questions on how to experience enlightened living in this lifetime. If you wish to go through this video on your own, you can go to Nithyanandopedia on this very day. You will be able to access the video where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism answers many questions about time, brahmacharya, and the importance of living in an ecosystem which is integrated to the same ideology.
Here we're looking at 8th of January 2006, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continued his Varanasi Yatra with the group. On the 8th of January, the group reached the Triveni Sangam of the Allahabad. The group, along with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, took the ferry to the sacred spot of the Triveni Sangam. The Triveni Sangam is the place where the three sacred rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati meet. After quickly setting up the place for all the rituals, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism sat with the group at the Triveni Sangam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that the three sacred rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati, meet at this place. Ganga stands for wisdom, while Yamuna stands for devotion. When wisdom and devotion merge, enlightenment automatically happens. And here, the river Saraswati stands for enlightenment. It is Saraswati which comes like from the underground. So when both Ganga and Yamuna merge, Saraswati happens just like that from that space. Here we're looking at the beautiful excerpts and the images of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at the Triveni Sangam.
So on the year 2007, on the 8th of January, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducts monthly tests for all KAILASA Vasis and Ananda Yogam students on various topics from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's satsangs, the daily discourses. So here we can see pictures of the KAILASA Vasis, who are people who decided to renounce their personal life for the sake of engaging in the mission that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism started, which is the revival of the Sri KAILASA nation and the enlightened ecosystem, civilizational nation. So we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism comes daily and reveals various truths during the Nityananda satsangs. And here, the members of the KAILASA Vasis, the residents of the monasteries, are being tested to share and answer and to be able to gauge their grasp of the truths which are revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. There are also some students from the Ananda Yogam program, which was a yogam allowing people to stay in the Adinam, in the monasteries, for a certain amount of time to experience the lifestyle and reap the benefits of being in such an ecosystem.
Here on 8th of January 2008, we're looking at the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Inner Healing Convention for the Adi Kailasa Vasis at Adi Kailasa, Bengaluru, India. So this is one of the very beautiful programs that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had conducted for the members of the Adi Kailasa, and they were the people who dedicated their entire life to revive the Kailasa's nation along with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Inner Healing Convention was one of a kind of a programs which immediately led to the superconscious evolution of the participants who attended it and preparing them mentally, emotionally, and physically to experience, radiate, and share the enlightenment experience that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been sharing with the entire world. On the same day, on 2009, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism meets and blesses the auto drivers in Adi Kailasa. As we know, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been the person who has been continuously making himself available to the entire humanity. And he made himself so much available to the people and the subjects of the world, where every time, every single person would be able to receive the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Every single day, there was the Sarva Darshan, where the public and the devotees could come and get all their prayers answered and can get their healing blessings, can get their wishes fulfilled. For every person on planet Earth, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism made himself available, pouring his life, time, and energy into them.
In the year 2010, again on the 8th of January, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, Jayanti celebrations continue. So here we can see various pictures of the Jayanti celebrations which happened on that year. For those who have been blessed to be part of these celebrations in the past when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was available to public, these days are extremely packed with activities, programs, and rituals from early morning and most of the time until the next day itself, because the last part of the day is naturally the most awaited part, which is getting the darshans. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism never leaves the seat, the simhasana, until every single member who came physically to celebrate the Jayanti celebrations receives their individual darshans. So these days are literally 48-hour days. We can see pictures of the different parts of the programs, satsangs, priests coming from the temple of Tiruvannamalai, offering their gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the picture on the top right. And we can see the crowds, thousands and thousands and thousands of people gathering physically to the adinams, to the locations where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is making himself available to be part of the celebrations and experience the bliss that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism radiates.
On the 8th of January 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, talked about the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. He revealed the deeper sacred secrets in this Yoga Sutra number 93 and revealed that any practice that allows the bio-memory to know its innate nature of Satchidananda is not always austerity. It's not always painful. Tapas sometimes is very joyful and happy doing which you always wanted to do. This is one of the very important revelations that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given, especially having the mind construct that always the good things in our life are hard. Breaking these myths and revealing the sacred sentiments, the sacred secrets from the ancient scriptures of the Vedagamas. And here, the powerful cognition that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is sharing is that any practice that allows the bio-memory to know its innate nature of Satchidananda is not always austerity. Literally like what we are experiencing today. anything. It can be just having darshan, you receiving the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Like we are in a few moments from now, shortly we are going to be having the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Just by having the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, especially on this celebrating the 45 years of the advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, that immediately puts us into the space of Paramashiva, the Satchidananda. And doing so itself is tapas. And all that we have to do is to be in that space of meditation, the deep gratitude and love towards the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and receive him and celebrate him. What happens next is all magic, because you will see that the state space and the very powers of Paramashiva expressing through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be your own.
So moving on to the year 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blesses everyone on the Purnima day in Tiruvannamalai. So Purnima day, which happens, which is the full moon day, lots of activities, celebrations, and many times the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism traveled from the Bengaluru Adinam to the Tiruvannamalai Adinam in order to make himself physically available to the devotees who come to do the pradakshana around the Arunachala hill, the Arunachala mountain, because on this day it is considered extremely auspicious to do the circumambulation around the Arunachala mountain. And this, the Adinam, the monastery of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is located around the hill. Therefore, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of devotees and people come and receive darshan, receive blessings. They also receive the prasadam, the free food made available on this auspicious day.
On 8th of January 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the nature of Anyakara. Basically, Mamakara is how one perceives oneself, Ahankara is how one perceives the other, how others perceive him, and Anyakara describes what others expect from one based on one's self-expression. It is the obligation of every human being to extend himself to meet all the expectations of all he encounters and willingly take up the responsibility to fulfill those expectations. Always meeting the peak of one's possibility in life completes the Anyakara. This is one of the most powerful revelations by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to live the life of authenticity, which turned around the entire lifestyle of all the beings, all the devotees and disciples when they started practicing this great spiritual truth in their life. Here on 8th of January 2014, we're looking at the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism welcoming Maheshwarananda Puri Maharaj, the Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akhada. On 8th of January 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed on the most powerful expressions of living Advaita. On 8th of January 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the cosmic principles of manifesting powers through the experience of the Sadashivoham. Here we're looking at January 8th, 2018, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism accepted the Maheshwara Puja from the Inner Awakening participants. On 8th of January 2019, we were all blessed with one of the most extraordinary programs of all time, the Paramashivoham, after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was in deep Samadhi. And 8th of January 2020, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the cosmic principles that what you feel about you doesn't matter, but what you decide to cognize about you matters. And this was another breakthrough satsang for the entire humanity. On 8th of January 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the cosmic principles of self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred, and other things. Now it is time that we enter into the next segment where we prepare ourselves for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and the Tulavaram. Please sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. As we prepare ourselves to enter into the meditation, to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.